This is the video review for Marvel Avengers Gamma Smash Hulk. He is quite a bit bigger than Iron Man. I mean, like, a lot bigger. He seems like he would be the best of all of them, just because he actually has some decent heft to him. I mean, here is the Incredible Hulk, and here's Iron Man. It's a really big difference between the sizes. But this guy has a couple problems to him. First of all, what? You hear that click? When I first heard that click, I was like, wow, why does he have a ratcheting joint? But then I realized it's for this kind of gimmick. When I realized that, I was sad. I mean, it's neat how his stomach crunches when you let go. I do think that attention to detail is nice, but I'd rather have a figure that I can pose. I mean, this is a kind of gimmick that gets in the way of me just enjoying the figure. Part of it's because this joint here is so loose. If this were tighter, it wouldn't be quite so big of a deal, because then moving the arms wouldn't cause it to crunch. So, the arms, that's a problem. The legs, they're same kind of joint that we had on some of the real steel figures, and the same kind of joint that's in a lot of Reveltech figures, where it doesn't rotate along an axis like this, it rotates along an axis like this, so you have to use the in-out joint here to compensate. And then you have to rotate here, and it's just a lot of trouble just to lift the leg. Now, I do think it ends up looking somewhat natural, so the joint isn't cut badly, but I'd rather have a figure that's, you know, not a hassle to play with. So, yeah, I'm not very impressed with this guy. I was hoping I would be, because he does have a fairly nice sculpt, like this face. I can't remember the guy who, I can picture his face. The guy who played the Hulk a long time ago, he's on King of Queens. Arthur on King of Queens is always mentioning something about Lou Ferrigno. The face does look kind of like Lou Ferrigno, and I like that. I like that it's not just any green, angry face. It looks like someone who was related to the franchise. Well, I guess all the Hulks are related to the franchise, but it's a nice throwback. Now, I will give him some credit for having nice, wide feet. While he doesn't have as much leg posability as Iron Man, he is a bit more stable, just because his feet are... Well, he doesn't have a flat instep, but it ends up not mattering that much, because you can still get the back of the heel and this flat. So, it does kind of tend to work out. As for posability, well, I've shown you the legs. It bends here, rotates here. They're okay. I do like this joint, although I wish it were tighter. And the arms, they go out. They will bend at the elbow, but they're curling iron elbows. And he will rotate above the elbows, so despite this gimmick, it's not too bad. And then his head will turn a fair amount and look a little bit up and down, and this figure's not as bad as Iron Man. I mean, I feel like I've got some value for my money, but I wish he didn't have so many gimmicks. If he didn't have any gimmicks, he would have been pretty cool. He'd have been a decent action figure. I mean, if they got out the gimmick and maybe give him a little car thing or maybe a bicycle to smash around, that would have been pretty cool. I would have liked that gimmick. It wouldn't have intruded on the figure, and it would have allowed to have a bigger figure still have an accessory, because with Iron Man's small, but he has a big accessory. Here, it should be a big guy, small accessory. I mean, that's about it. I mean, these figures aren't that great, but I guess if you're into Marvel stuff, it may be worth picking up just to put on the shelf, because I mean, they're pretty good looking figures. Like I've said, I'm a Transformers fan, so I can't really quite tell you how to collect Marvel stuff, so I can't escape from the bias. Thank you for watching.